If you're tired of feeling stuck, it's time to confront a hard truth: success won't knock on your door. The life you want requires action. And that starts in your mind. Before you can achieve greatness, you need to reshape how you think. This isn't just about working harder. It's about breaking the mental chains that hold you back. Every day, people blame their circumstances. They say, if I had more time, more money, more opportunities, things would be different. But here's the reality. No one is coming to save you. The longer you wait for perfect conditions, the more life slips through your fingers. Time is your most valuable resource, and every excuse you make is costing you. Look around you. How many people do you see wasting their potential because they're too afraid to fail? They stay in their comfort zones, trapped by fear of judgment, fear of setbacks, fear of not being good enough. But let me tell you something. Fear is your greatest teacher. Every challenge you face is an opportunity in disguise. Instead of running from discomfort, embrace it. It's in the struggle where you grow the most. Successful people don't wait for motivation. They take action regardless of how they feel. They understand that discipline beats motivation every time. Motivation is temporary, but discipline creates momentum. Each time you show up when you don't feel like it, you strengthen that mental muscle. Over time, those small wins build up, and suddenly, you're a force to be reckoned with. You might be thinking, but I don't know where to start. Let me tell you, this starting is the hardest part, but it's also the most important. Stop overanalyzing every step. The perfect plan doesn't exist. You will fail at times, but every failure is a lesson that sharpens your strategy. What's worse than failure is the regret of never having tried. The world isn't waiting for you to figure things out. Opportunities won't wait for you to feel ready. You have to act now. Not tomorrow, not next week. Start with what you have, where you are, and trust that the process will reveal your path. And here's the secret most people don't realize. The process is the reward. The transformation you go through while chasing your dreams is worth more than the destination itself. With each step forward, you're building resilience, learning adaptability, and proving to yourself that you can handle anything life throws your way. This is your moment. Not next year. Not when the stars align right now. You've been waiting long enough. The only thing standing between you and the life you want is the story you keep telling yourself about why you can't have it. Rewrite that story. Take control. It's time to go all in. Consistency is your secret weapon. You've probably heard it before, but let me remind you, success is built on habits, not moments of inspiration. Anyone can feel motivated for a day or a week, but champions show up when the motivation fades. They grind when no one is watching, when there's no applause, and when every bone in their body says, quit. Think of your long-term goals. Visualize them clearly. Where do you want to be a year from now? That vision should ignite something inside you. But here's the harsh truth. Dreams without action are just fantasies. If you keep saying, I'll start tomorrow, you're already losing. Tomorrow is a liar. It's a trap that keeps you in a cycle of procrastination. Success is not about massive, once-in-a-lifetime breakthroughs. It's about the small, consistent steps. The 5 a.m. workouts, the extra hour of study, the refusal to waste time on distractions. These moments may seem insignificant today, but over time, they build unstoppable momentum. Think of a snowball rolling down a hill. It starts small, but as it gains speed, it becomes an avalanche. That's the power of consistency. But let's be real, consistency isn't glamorous. It's waking up sore and still pushing yourself. It's saying no to quick dopamine fixes, like scrolling through social media or binge-watching shows. Most people won't make those sacrifices, and that's why most people remain average. You, however, are not average. You're here because you want more out of life. You want to become someone your past self wouldn't even recognize. Remember this: every excuse you make is costing you your future. While you're doubting yourself, Someone else is out there seizing opportunities. The world isn't going to slow down for you to catch up. Life will keep moving forward. It doesn't care about your fear, your insecurities, or your comfort zone. You have to decide, are you going to be a spectator in your own life or the protagonist? Failure isn't the opposite of success. It's a crucial part of it. Every setback you face is a lesson in disguise. It's there to strengthen you, to sharpen your focus, and to test your resilience. But you must be willing to endure. Winners know how to rise after every fall. They learn, adapt, and come back stronger. Stop waiting for the perfect time. Stop waiting for validation from others. The only permission you need to chase greatness is your own. The only obstacle standing between you and your dreams is the version of yourself that refuses to act. Defy that version. Break the chains of hesitation. This is your moment, seize it, and never look back. This is it. The moment where you face yourself, your fears, your doubts. Every excuse you've ever made. Every reason you told yourself why you couldn't start. They're all here. And now, it's time to burn them to the ground. No one's coming to save you. No one's going to push you out of bed at 4:30 in the morning. No one's going to drag you to the gym when you don't feel like it. No one's going to hand you the life you want on a silver platter. But here's the beauty of that. You don't need anyone. The strength you've been looking for isn't out there somewhere. It's within you. It's been there the whole time, buried under comfort and fear. Today, that strength rises. Today, the grind begins, and it doesn't stop. Let me tell you something powerful. Every champion you admire, every person at the top of their game, they didn't get there by accident. They weren't born special, they were born human, just like you. But what separated them from everyone else? They made a choice to suffer now for the glory later, a choice to take the pain, the setbacks, the failures, and use them as fuel. You've got dreams, and they're worth fighting for. But dreaming isn't enough. Vision boards, affirmations, and wishing for better days won't get you there. What gets you there? Discipline, repetition, action, even when it feels like your body and mind are screaming for rest. Every step forward you take, no matter how small, is a win. Every time you choose to work instead of sleep in. Every time you say no to distractions and yes to your purpose, you're rewriting your future. Success doesn't happen overnight. It's built, brick by brick, grind by grind. There will be days you want to quit. You'll question why you started. The results might not come fast enough. That's where your character is truly tested. It's easy to keep going when you're winning, but champions keep going when they're losing, when everything feels like it's against them. You are becoming that champion. Remember this. Every time you stay on your grind, you're separating yourself from the pack. Most people won't make it because they're too weak to endure. They'll give up when it gets hard. But you're different. You refuse to surrender. You thrive in the struggle because you understand it's making you unbreakable. So, what's it going to be? Another day wasted on excuses? Or a day that brings you closer to greatness? You've got one shot at this life. Make it count. Get out there and own the grind. It's your time to rise. No regrets, no turning back. It's grind season.